Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this channel called The Supreme Concept. So today we are going to discuss class number 22. We have already covered 21 classes there. So if you haven't watched the previous classes, you can check out those classes through the playlist named Common Errors from Kiran chapterwise. Actually we are running a 1200 plus question series from this book. Okay, so let us begin this class now. Alright, so we have covered 315 number of questions in our previous classes. So here we will continue with question number 316. Okay, and it says neither of these two documents support your claim on the property. So figure out where is the error in this sentence. Just give it a pause and mark your answer. Okay, just do one thing, just bring a piece of paper and a pen with you and start solving all these questions on your own. Okay, and keep a track of your scores. Okay, yes, yeah, so you are correct, there is no error in this sentence. Okay, this is totally error free. So let us move. Question number 317, get this book be published in time. Now find out where exactly the error lies in this question. Yes, yeah, so you are correct, error lies in part number one. See, here get this book is wrong, so instead of get we will use let. Okay, so it will be like let this book be published in time. Okay, because let is basically used for giving instructions. Okay, we can say let me do this or let me do that for you, like this. Okay, especially we use let when we usually give some instructions. Okay, like that. So here let is the most appropriate use, and we cannot use get here. Get this book be published in time will not be the appropriate answer here. He is junior than all his friends. Now find out what is the correct answer to this question. Yes, yeah, you are correct. So error lies in part number 2. Okay, so there is no use of then here, then it's totally wrong. So after junior it will follow preposition to here, junior to, we use junior to, and similarly senior to. Okay, senior to, or we can also use superior or inferior to. Okay, especially that ends with ior. It is a hint, you can say. Yeah, so senior to, junior to, superior to, inferior to, like that. So he is junior to all his friends is the correct answer. Had you worked hard you will have passed. Now spot the error in this sentence. Yes, yeah, so you are absolutely correct, error lies in part number 3. See here you know will, instead of will we will use would. Okay, because this question follows type number 3, type 3 of conditionals. Okay, conditional clauses. So as per this conditional clause, we have a rule to frame the sentence like the first part contains if plus had plus v3. Okay, then the other part will contain would have plus v3. Okay, so here would will be the correct answer here, because this sentence follows the pattern here. See, if you are getting confused that we are not seeing any if in the sentence, okay, it is just because here, as you can see, had you worked hard is given, that is we just used inversion here. So in that case, it will represent if here, so no need to use if again. Okay, so let us move. He works hardly to make both ends meet. Now find out what is the correct answer to this question. Yes. Yeah, so you are correct. Error lies in part number 1. Here hardly means, it is almost no. So instead of hardly we will use hard. Hard is the correct answer here. Hard actually means, it will represent, especially, when we put a lot of energy into an activity, that is hard. Okay, it is a positive word. But if we consider hardly, it will be negative. Okay, it is almost no. Almost no. Okay, so see, why we will use hard here, the positive word, because as you can see the sentence shows he works hardly. Okay, he works hardly to make both ends meet. So this more, both ends meet, this shows that both ends, to make both ends meet, it is an idiom and it shows uh, to fulfill minimum requirements, or to fulfill somebody's needs. Okay, so he is working, if he is working to fulfill his needs, okay, to make both ends meet, then he is supposed to work hard, right? So that is why we will use hard here, the positive one, not hardly, which shows nothing. Okay, so let us move. Supposing if it rains, what shall we do? Now find out what is the correct answer to this question. Yes. Yeah, so here option number 1 is the correct answer here, because error lies in part number 1. Okay, so here we will use supposing that. Okay, not supposing if. We will say supposing that. Supposing that it rains, what shall we do? Okay, we can use that, or else we can simply use if here. Okay, if it rains, what shall we do? Okay, so both conditions can be possible here. We can either use suppose that, or if it rains. Okay, so supposing if is wrong here. The captain along with his team are practicing very hard for the forthcoming match. Now figure out what is the correct answer to this question. Yes, this one is the repeated question. Actually, it is based on the same rule that we have discussed many times before. Yes, yeah, so you are correct. Error lies in part number 2. See, here the captain is the past subject, isn't it? Yes, it is. So it is the past subject here, and along with his team. Team is second subject. Okay, so the captain along with his team, we're not putting everything all together, we are considering the past subject. Okay, so whenever two subjects are connected by you know uh, as well as, okay, or we can say together with, okay, as well as together with, or especially those things like along with. Okay, with these conjunctions, the verb will follow the past subject. Here the verb will follow the past subject, and the past subject is the captain, which is singular in form. So we will have to use the singular verb form, and which will be is. It is not are. Okay, so instead of are we will use is here. It is a singular verb form. Is practicing very hard for the forthcoming match. Alright, so let us move to the second question. The next question, yeah, and here it is. So it was him who came running into the classroom. Now spot the error in the sentence. Yes, yeah, so error lies in part number 1 here. See, uh, here it was him is totally wrong. Instead of him we will use he. Okay, so it was he who came running into the classroom, because whenever we consider any subject, okay, the subject in a sentence must be used in a nominative case. All right, so this format, that is him, is the objective format here. Okay, it is totally wrong here. So whenever we consider subject in a sentence, okay, it must be a nominative case. Nominative case. Okay, that is the subjective case. So we will use a he here instead of him. Okay, so it was he who came running into the classroom is the correct answer here. The capital of Yemen is situating 2190 meters above the sea level. So find out where is the error in this sentence. Yes, yeah, so you are correct. Error lies in part number 2. Okay, so here is situating is totally wrong. Okay, we cannot use any gerund or ing form of situating. Okay, so it will be situated instead. It will be what? Situated. situated. Okay, situated, not situating. So we will say the capital of Yemen is situated at 2190 meters above the sea level. Okay, this would be our correct answer here. Ram was senior to Sam in college. Now see if you can find in here in this sentence. Yes, and make sure that you make it correct. Alright, because we just recently discussed one question based on the same rule here. Okay, yes, yeah, so you are correct. See, there is no error in this sentence. This is totally error free, absolutely error free. So here, as you can see, senior 2, this one is the main thing that we should look at. Okay, so Ram was senior to Sam in college, because there is no other things that can contain error. Okay, this sentence is totally simple. So Ram was senior to Sam in college, and senior to, senior agrees with to preposition. So here senior to is totally correct. Okay, I am going to have this certificate attested by the director. Now find out where exactly the error lies in this question. Yes, you are correct. Error lies in part number 3. So here attest is totally wrong. As this sentence is framed in passive format, so we will use B3 here of attest, like attested. Okay, it should be attested here. Rabi told to his friend to buy a car. Now find out where exactly the error lies in this question. Yes, yeah, you're right. See, here error lies in part number 2. Okay, after told, we cannot use to here. Okay, because uh, to, the preposition to is not used with told. Basically we say, whenever we say said to, okay, it will mean that it is told. Okay, so said to is told. So if we consider this as a mathematical term, you can say told also contains to, so there is no use of to again. Okay, it will be superfluous or grammatically wrong. So we can simply use Robbie told his friend to buy a car. Okay, I would accept the offer if I were you. Now find out the error in this sentence. Yes, yeah, there is no error in the sentence. This is error free. Okay, because whenever we talk about imagination, okay, there we use simple past tense. Okay, especially where I am more lonelier here than I was in the USA. Okay, so figure out where exactly the error lies in this question. Yes, yeah, so error lies in part number 1. Okay, so here more lonelier is actually wrong. Okay, we can use like more lonely, more lonely, or lonelier is correct. L-O-N-E-L-I-E-R. Okay, we can use that. We can use lonelier here instead of more lonely, but we cannot use more lonelier. Okay, this will be superfluous. So we can use lonelier, okay, or more lonely. May I know to who I am speaking? Now figure out where is the error in this sentence. Yes, yeah, so you are correct. Error lies in part number 2. Here instead of who, we will use whom. Okay, whom, whom, because who refers to the subject of a sentence, whereas whom refers to the object of a sentence. Okay, and see, there is a basic funda for this. If the pronoun can be replaced by he, then we will use subjective case, that is who. Okay, if it is replaced by him, then we will use whom. Okay, so yeah, that was it for today's lesson, guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the like button and share it with your friends, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, watch, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. So see you in your next classes. Till then, you take care. Bye bye.